migrating data. So basically, we started, okay, I will show you how to do this step. So we talked about creating a migration project, then selecting the migration object, downloading the migration object template in XML format. Then we will fill that XML with data, and then we upload that into the migration cockpit. And yeah, that's what it is talking about. Then there are a couple of steps to be followed. Prepare, then mapping the task, then a simulation of migration, and finally we migrate the data. And once you migrate the data correctly, we will close the project. So that's something we can see it in in as practical, and you can try it out. The only thing so far, I tried four different set of data, but in one of the step it is getting failed. So I wasn't able to get it successful, but I can show you how to do it. So what we should do is we have to go to migration cockpit, where there is a tile called migrate your data. So what we have to do first is actually, if you look at here, as I we have two options: migrate directly from SAP. This is not available for all the scenarios. Only certain cases this is allowed. That comes in the chapter. So uh, we can do the migration data using the staging table. So what we could do is we could go here, and then we can say that um, training test. Is it possible migrate? Some name we can give. So we are going to give staging tables. So I think I showed this also, but after that I will show you. So basically there is a mass transfer ID. So far we have only done five basic data transfer. So we are in the fifth one. So we don't need to select that. You can give any name, that's okay, but it is automatically populated based on on an ascending or from 1 to n number. And you have to select the database connection. If you remember, remote HANA database schema means you should have a remote HANA system where where you have HANA database in which you can get the database schema. But now what we are going to do is we are going to select the local SAP S/4HANA database schema, and we have a button which is available to go to the step 2. So what we did, we just provided the name for the project, and we are going on to the next step, in which we wanted to actually have any of these options migrated. So we can go with the bank. And as I said, if you look at here, this has got predecessors. For example, say this is a so basically characteristic, class, object classification. It's a general template, product, supplier. All these are the predecessor of this particular migration object. That is batch, unique, at material and client level. So this is about the material. So that is why we have supplier, product, and all that came in. But at the moment we are looking out for the bank. So you can open the documentation. It will provide you what all things available in this particular section. And then we go on to we can do two things. Either I will do with the two uh, options. One, I can drag and drop. now this is selected. I will do one thing. I will drag the first item, and then I can use the right arrow to just move the option. Right now I don't need the class. Let's only do the bank. So I will go down, and there will be a button called review. So we have to click on that. So we are going to migrate the bank as the migration object. So when you click on the review, it will allow us to look at the general data that we provided. Basically, what is the name and what is the mass transfer ID and the database which we selected. We selected the local SAP S/4HANA database schema. So if you want, it will help you to edit, but we don't
But
need
we
to edit.
haven't given any source details, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the credentials for the source or.
that's what we are going to do right now.
Okay.
Uh, so I will go back again to the review, and we are going to migrate the object. For that, first we have to create a project with the name which we provided, like training test migrate staging table. So once we have that, there is a one migration. The number of migration objects is only one because we select only one, that is bank. And what you should do is you have to select the project and then go. Now we can go ahead and migrate data using the staging tables. This can be done in two different ways. One is XML and okay. So it is what did I do? Okay, I don't need to actually, this has already been done, the first step, and I created the project. So I have to go to the project. So this project, first we have to get it ready. So you have to select that. Meanwhile, you will see the data in the tables. There are two tables and instances. The item, we provide in XML format. I will show you in a minute. Before that, this has to be ready. So we are waiting. Okay. Meanwhile, what we could do is this is bank. So we have an option to download the template. So we can do XML file format and click on OK. I don't want to do this because I already downloaded that. If you click OK, it automatically comes there. Then you have to go. This is an example for a customer scenario, but we have to go to uh, the the bank scenario. So what I will do, I will open source data for bank. So this is an example wherein uh, wherein we have an introduction part. This has to be read because we need to fill certain value. For example, you want to enter into a database table, a format of data, which will have fields, right? So for that, what are the things mandatory we should follow is provided here. And fields in which here there are three key fields that are mandatory. The rest are not mandatory. So this is something while when you upload, it will expect those field to be correct. So in this case, bank, country or region, say suppose if it's Germany, then it will be DE. If it is India, it will be IN, like that short name. And then a bank key, that will be a character of 80 80 character length string. However, it is depending upon every country bank. For example, if I use Germany, I will use the bank key for 8 character. Say suppose if it is Italy, I need to use 10 character. And then bank name we have to provide as mandatory. So these are the three things very important, and I need to check whether okay, there are a couple more items available, like say suppose bank, country, region. So if it's an international address version we have, then you have to provide the same information. So we don't need to provide that. And if this is mentioned in the first section, that I'll go to that section. See, if a mandatory sheet is available, that is mandatory means, as you know, the field needs to be provided. That field will be in orange color, whereas optional sheets will be in blue color. So if you look at international address version, we have actually mandatory fields, but it is not necessary to provide because it is optional tab. So what we have to enter is we have to enter the bank country. So this is Italy. Bank key 10 digit, sorry, 10 character key entered, and there is a Dutch bank available even in Germany as well as in Italy. So I just fill this and we can upload. So this is how you enter the data. So basically what you should do is download the template from the application, and then fill out the mandatory fields only on the orange tab, and blue will be optional. So it's not necessary that you have to provide it, but you can provide, it's not a problem. And then next step is go to okay, you can see that. So now this is ready. So the next step is I will go to upload. So we have to follow the steps in an order. So first we download and then fill the data. Then second step will upload the file. So what I'm going to do here is upload the file for we can enter source data for bank. So this is trying to validate the data which we entered. So we will have to wait for that to happen. So this is not a, good one, because if you want to see the error, I will show you. Show messages. Cannot save the source data for bank.xml. Okay, so the sheet international address version field bank country row number is empty. Row number, the next row. Okay, all those information has to be provided. So we will have to go back to the source data for bank, and then I will go here. I'm in the same location. Then I will have to scroll towards right to see the mandatory fields available. So let's go further. Just go. Okay, I found that. If you look at here, and if you want to learn more about the fields, because you need to know what are the types and all that, so you have an option to read about each key field. In this case, I'm just reducing this part because I want to fill it. We can try looking at the field. Okay, we got the field in communication, PO box, no, street address. So what I could do is I could go to the field list and search for, mm, there should be two bank country region in that particular bank master. So Control F, Control V. So this has some problem. Why this is not? I actually need to scroll. I need to close this. Yeah, I'm able to do that. Oh, I did it a little bit. At least I want to see the column. Okay, now we have to look for the international section. The basic initial data we provided. And then I am going to check again for the country region. I think this is the part. Italy. And then what else? We can look for the mandatory field. You have to find it because if you see only first 4 items by mistake, first, so this is the fields wherein it will tell you which are the mandatory. So initially we ended 3 and try to upload it. It threw an error because the following 4 items are again we need to provide. So bank, country, region I provided now, and then I will have to provide the bank key for the international bank. So I will have to look for that. General data, organizational data, tax data, marketing data. If you see international data, let me know. Okay, country I provided. Now I have to provide these are all standard addresses. So there are a lot more columns available. If you want, you can fill or you can just go with the mandatory ones. But a normal scenario from a database to database, we will fill all the fields. I'm not able to see the remaining mandatory fields. That's a problem. Oh, sorry. I was looking at a wrong file. I was looking at this file because I did try for the customer as well. So I provided the country region, then I have to provide control F, bank key. There are 2 bank key will be there. Find next. This is not finding. Let me go slowly, and I also have to little bit drag this because I need to see what is on the top. PO box, telephone number, mobile number. It's not showing here. And international, I already provided that. Maybe this had caused the problem. Okay. Let me try once again.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll have to save it. And then what I have to do, I will go back since this is an error. So what you should do is every time, whatever you do, you can go onto the monitoring section, and in the monitoring, it will show you the messages. So this is the same place it comes back. So first I will go out of the monitoring and go back to the upload screen, and I can do 2 things. In the action, I can delete the file, or I can close this. Both will do the same. It will delete the file. And I try to upload because it was working for me. So let me try this file. So this is now another file, but with the same data. Um, so this will work. So this shows data successfully transferred into the staging tables. It's not migrated yet, just transferred. I can show the messages in here. So file name, current import mode, skip file, and file successfully imported. So we have to go back. We don't have any error. One successful success and couple of two informations are available. So I go back. So the next step will be I will have to go back to the project and the object. So if you look at the object, there are two tables, and now we have got two instances in that. So I will open. I can show you the file. I can open it here. Uh, this is the one. This has got two items, two rows. That is why the instances as it is showing two in here. These are the remaining tasks to be followed, and once we do all the steps, it will provide you the error. I mean messages if it is error or successful. So I will show you. I did the first step. I did the second step successfully. Now I have to do the prepare phase. So prepare staging phase. What this does is it will prepare the data transfer for SAP S/4HANA, and click on the prepare staging table. So this is preparation is started. We can monitor the steps because it take a little bit of time. So we can go to monitoring section. So this is showing the running. This is still running. We have to check whether it is completed with successful or error. So this is completed with successful. That is why this is green. So we can go back again and go to the object. The next step automatically popped up, that is mapping the task. So what we will do, we will try to map the task. So mapping is kind of a manual process because you have to provide the confirmation for each step. So what I do, I could do two things. One, I could go to mapping of bank. I mean mapping of bank key, and I provided two keys. If you want, you can modify that, or you can say click on confirm. This is a manual process of confirming, and I can also do for this one. So both has to be or both have to be confirmed. For this, I don't need to do it here. I can also go back, or else I could do another option. I could select this. I could select all. Source value will be select all and click on confirm. So that it confirmed. So basically our mapping task is also completed, but this has to be automatically refreshed. Sorry, manually refreshed. So I manually refreshed, and you can see the status as confirmed. And then we will go back. So we followed first step, just you know uploaded the file. So the instances became two because in our file or in our XML file we had two banks provided for two countries, and mapping task also done, which we did it. We did a preparation step that it's not showing here. After that, it is the mapping task that you have to enter the mapping manually. I don't know why I'm getting automatically manually, and it is done. Two tasks two separate objects were there within the bank. We did it. We did that. Now next step is simulation. For some reason this is failing. Let's do simulation. So when you do simulation, you can do for all the instances, which means all the data in the XML file, which is open in the Excel. So we have two instances. So you can go to all the instances, means those two instances will be used, or you can use random 10%, random five. So if you have 500, say suppose 1,000 entries, you can select first a random 500 entries, or you can give a custom selection. So I'm going with an all instances and start the simulation. So it is simulation has started. So we can go to the monitoring and check for the status of the simulation. So this is started and it is in 0%. So let's wait for, yeah, as I said, this is for some reason I tried 3 set of data, and 3 set of data is failing in some place. This is just because the way I entered the data. So if you know exact bank internal ID, then I can enter that same as the bank number. This would have worked. So I am not a person in banking or finance, so I don't know that. So you don't need to worry about that. We can go back. Say suppose if your simulation is successful, what would be the next step? Is the migration. So since it has failed, it is still showing simulate, but we can go on to the migrate manually. When you migrate, it will ask which object and which instances, like how it asked for the simulation. So you can start migrating. It will fail. However, this is the process you have to follow. So this gives you a warning. You are going to migrate the data which was not successfully simulated. Do you want to continue? Would you like to continue? Yes, let's do it. It will fail, but I wanted to show you the entire process. So that is why. Again, it is started, and in order to see the it is showing it is not started. Let's see in the monitoring. So every time you have to go to the, even in the migration status, it's failed because, as I said, the internal bank ID I should know. I don't know about that. So we did migrate as well. So you can see these are all background jobs that executes all those steps, like upload, then prepare, then what was it? It was mapping the task. Then after mapping, it goes on simulation, it goes on migration and all that. So these are all the jobs. So we used 2 jobs. There are 5 jobs remain, I mean, free, and all 8 jobs are available. And then you have to go back to the bank object again, and it shows migration process 100% failed. So it creates a correction file. So what I did, I also the file which I uploaded is a correction file. Even though I downloaded that, say suppose if you download it, bank 2, I can go here and open the correction file. I have to open that. So I'm selecting the bank 2, which is the corrected file. So this normally this file should have the data, but why this is not showing the data? So we have to enter the corrected values, bank country and bank key and bank name. This is the same as the one I uploaded. So if you have a problem, you can correct the file and re-upload it. And then what you have to do, you are say suppose your migration is complete. What would be the next step is this will be in green with 100%. And once that is done, you can click on the finish project. So everything is done and you are finishing it. The project finished successfully. So this is only in finished status because I try to simulate everything for you, all the steps, and then I completed the process. So for example, if you want to try, say I actually have got multiple files, XML files downloaded for multiple migration objects, like customer, that also initially failed. So that's why I'm not trying. Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So this is the same process even in S/4HANA system. It's the same for both cloud as well as on-premise system.
Okay. I mean, this we talk about the migration project. How
Right.
about if
Migration of your, say, suppose not SAP system, some other system you have, you can use that using a
yeah,
staging table.
yes, yes. I mean, if for suppose I just want to upload any data for a table, I mean, we need to go for the same procedure. I mean, in order
You
to migrate.
you want to migrate what? Sorry.
No, I mean, as a business want to upload some data in some tables as a custom,
Then
there is some custom
see.
requirement.
So first of all, I will answer that secondly. This is not the link. You have to go to the third link. I will share it with you. It will be much faster. So once the search comes, what will you search for? No, not on more. Let's wait. What will you search for?
Migration.
Migration? Yeah, you tell me. I showed you 2 days. So it's not migration app. It's migration. Either migrate your data or migration cockpit. Click on that. Yeah, already clicked. Fiori apps are little bit slow compared to the other ones. So what will you do here?
I mean, we'll create depending upon the business. We on the requirement. If it is a SAP system, we'll create a connection with the SAP system. If it is
System,
from
but
any
in a
third
normal
party,
case, as I said, it is not
yeah,
possible for all the cases of
for
SAP
all the
system.
cases of SAP.
Yeah,
So by default, we need to go with the SAP staging tables.
SAP staging table. Okay, yeah, correct. So even if it's an SQL database also,
Yeah,
it will just take the data. So you can give a name like migrating your company name or whatever format you want. No, don't give banks because let's go inside. You can give staging tables. Migration already provided. Uh, You can give staging tables. As I said, the mass transfer ID turned into M06 because I was doing M05.
fine.
In
Yeah,
order for yeah, in order for you to have the next step button, you have to either click on the local SAP S/4HANA database or click on the remote and go back to the local because that does click on that. Yes. So now you have to go to the step 2. So this is the
yeah.
place you need to select which option you want. So in your business case, your business might have come up with multiple things. We have customers, we have cost centers, profit centers, we have material related items. If you select both, then it will be a problem because in your template, you have to enter it correctly. Okay. So you selected one item, which is the
Yeah.
co profit center. You have to go down and there is a review button. You need to click on that. Now This is allowing you to create a new project with one migration object. Now your first item is your project. You need to click on the click on that. You don't need to select because these are the options to edit, copy, delete, and all that. Click on that. Yeah, it'll take you to the next step. Now, what is the next step? It is as it said, not ready for processing. You have to click on that to make it enabled. It has to be ready first. So now it is ready, and it says tables 2. So for this case, there is table 2, and you need to download the template to fill out the data. So there are two possibilities, but we are trying out the XML file only now. And right click and open it in, not like that. We have to open this in an XML file. So if you can do right click and open in XML, or else open the Excel and go open
Excel.
the file. Yeah, just open the Excel. That particular file we have to open from the downloads.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I can get a new Excel.
No need to go for a new Excel. What you should do is, we are opening the file, right? So by
Yeah,
default, this is open. It's okay. You can go to file. You
yeah.
can
I
go
just
to
got a
open.
new. I
Okay.
just got a new one now. Directly click this to open.
Okay. Now you open your data migration template, and you need to look for the field list. There are many fields you have to enter in this case.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it will fail in the first step.
Yeah. These are all mandatory.
Yeah, these are all mandatory.
These we need to fill it out.
Yeah, that is something you have to. You can give some number like 1050, like some random number you can give. You have to check whether this is a character or a number. What you could do is, the 8th column you can actually drag down because it is a description how to fill the data. And this will fail because when I tried, the valid from wasn't a date field. So I when
Valid.
yeah, the date
Okay.
field has a format like 01 dot 01 dot 2008, and to valid till a particular time. If you want, I can tell you. Okay, so what you should do is, if it is the case, then you need to enter a lot more fields. So do you want to go with the same template, or you want to go with a template with the lesser fields?
No problem. If you want, we can see with some lesser fields.
Okay, then what you should do is go close this, go to application, and go back. Yeah, correct. Go back and no, don't go all the way back. Come here, go to your migration project, MIG. No. The first one. See if the whichever project is created recently will be on the top. So what you should do
Yeah.
is, um, now we don't need the core profit center, right? So for that, just go back.
And we need to edit something here.
Yeah, actually, can you? Yeah, edit. Now you have to move. You scroll down the bigger one, the bigger, the main one, not this one. Scroll down, and your migration. What you did, you actually first you shouldn't have scrolled the other one. So it is showing only a little bit of things. So scroll up, yeah, do scroll up, and what you could do is go to general data. We went to general data, right? Yeah. So this is not allowing you to modify your object. So let me check in my my scenario. Oh, this is the finished one, so I won't be able to change. So as of now, the only option left for you is it is taking directly into the migration object because we selected it already. So you will have to create
Yeah.
another project.
New one. Yeah.
Yeah. Go back. So the left arrow is the yes. Oh, here we looked at the migration. Just go to the migration object tab.
Here you
Okay.
want me to
So
check?
yeah, we can uncheck the one
Oh,
use. So you can't uncheck it. So that is
yeah.
why I'm saying just leave it. We'll create a new project and continue with the bank example.
Which one we would select?
You can try bank, the first one. Select that, move it. What is the next step to be clicked?
Okay.
Yes, exactly. So here, when you click, are you not clicking because it will pop up? So it will come as fast
I
as
already
possible.
clicked 2 times.
It should come. I don't know because nothing is seeing happening when you click on review. We will see the URL changing or something like that, but nothing is happening. Can you scroll up a bit? You have to do that, otherwise you will not know how to do the migration part. So scroll down and click on review again.
No, it's not coming at
Yeah,
all.
maybe it's coming, or is there an
No,
error?
no, no. Nothing coming, nothing coming up.
Okay. So basically, this will ask you whether you want to include the predecessor or what. Uh, no, you don't need to do that. Uh,
Let me add one more time.
mhm. Now try. Is your pop-up blocked? Because this is a pop-up. So just check whether the pop-up is allowed. I don't think it is blocked because it's not showing any messages.
Yeah.
Otherwise, normally we see that pop-up blocker. Okay, I don't know why for you're not getting that, but you should be able to get it. Can you try selecting the bank in the selected migration object? You don't need to do that, but still we can try clicking on review. It's still
No.
not coming.
Okay.
Okay, then how will you do that? Is it? Can you try this link in your Chrome?
Chrome.
Do you have? Oh yeah, you have to enter the user password. Migration object is moved. Click on the review. This should work. Yeah, it's so now it is asking you to review and click on the create project. It's working here in the Chrome. So maybe because the URL is it throwing error or is your URL correct? Let me check that. This is showing something a little bit different. Try using this URL. It went into your URL correctly, but still I shared with you the URL. You can click on that. Now you can go to, yeah, inside that the bank is available. So next step is make it ready and yeah, download the template. Downloaded, right? Open in Excel. Instead of drag and drop, it's better file open will open it for you. Okay. Now you need to look for the fields which are mandatory. The first three fields are mandatory.
First three. Somewhere. Bank country. Bank key. Bank name.
So bank country, you can give, I'm sorry, yeah. And the bank key is, what is the account? Do you know the account number of your country?
Account. No. Bank key is something like.
I mean, like how many characters are there in your account? Or else you can give DE. It has got 8 characters, so I can help you on that. No, no, not on the bank key. You have to enter the bank country.
Bank.
Bank country, as you provided SA, instead of that, try giving DE, which is a working one. That is
Okay.
Germany. And
Bank.
here you can give 8 character, like 101010, like 8 times, or yeah, any number 8 times.
Okay.
And make sure it is 8 characters, okay? And then
Yeah.
bank name, you can give any bank. It's okay. Some random bank you can give.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And you can say you if you want to add, India. I don't know the account number, so I
Only
can.
just three.
Yeah, that's 3.
100%.
Fine. Yeah.
International.
But I was international address version. You don't need to enter because it's an
It's
optional one.
optional. Okay.
Yeah.
Need
You
to
save
save
the
this.
file. Yes, save the file. and then it'll ask yes, click on yes. Do you want to use that form? Because it's an XML, right? We converted into Excel. And now go back to the application.
Okay.
Upload the
Upload
file.
file.
What you do, click on the upload button and go to your downloads and select the data for bank here. Now we have to wait because it is validating. Let's wait what it is coming. So data successfully transferred to the staging. Okay. Okay. So you have to go back on top left corner. It'll take you to the object, the bank object, and it says the tables. There are two tables, but we have only one instance because we just added one row. Now it is showing your action as the prepare phase. So you have to click on the prepare. And it will prepare the staging tables. So preparation is started. If you want to check the status, click on the monitoring button. No, no.
Next, we need to go for the simulate.
No, don't do anything because it takes time. So you just go to monitoring on top. Every step you have to go to monitoring and check whether it is completed. So your preparation phase is completed successfully.
Yeah.
You can go back again on the left, yeah. And now it is in the mapping task. Click on that. So here, what you should do, you should automatically manually confirm those mapping tasks. So select both the task and click on the confirm button. There are two ways we can do, one this way, or else getting into the mapping of bank key and then you can do. So don't do anything. You just have to refresh the display. You see the display data in a warning below, just below that. Refresh display. Just below that.
Yeah.
So this is confirmed. So that step is also done successfully. Go back. Now simulation. Click on that. This might fail. So as I said, we can start simulating the data. So this is started. You can go to the monitoring and check. Most probably this might fail because as I said, the bank internal ID should be the same as the bank number. So you can check show in the last option, show messages. Click on that. It will show you the error. No extended validation, no update in receiver system. So this is in your case, it is different. So go a little bit down because there are two errors. As I said, the bank internal ID must be same as bank number.
Yeah.
So that is the main reason. But that's okay. You can go back to the on top left arrow. And click on the action drop down, the last one.
Action.
Since in the bank row, the last option, you see simulate, right? You don't need to select that. Yeah. Because why it is showing simulate? Because it has failed. So that is why in simulation you see an error. So I'm showing you manually. We can try the mapping task and complete the project. So for that you have to go to the migrate. Sorry, not mapping. Migrate option.
Want me to go to migrate?
Yes. So in a normal scenario, you have to make sure all your steps are successful. Then you do the migration. This is going to fail anyway, but I just want to show you. So this is happening, and you can check the monitoring part. Migration is just started. Yeah, it's the same error. So what would be in a normal scenario, if the migration is completed with a successful, the last step is finish the project.
Okay. So the tables will be created and the data will be loaded to
Yes,
the target cloud.
yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so are you going back and finishing the project? Go back. So you got the concept, right? So in a normal
Yes.
scenario, in your case, this will be the correction file is something. You know, if it's failed, we will create a correction file. You get it, and you can add the data, corrected data, and upload it and continue the process again. So this is how. So where do you finish the project? So this is about the migration object. We have to close the project. So all the top right buttons are related to the
Yeah.
project. So you can finish the project. You can, yeah, finish it. So project is finished. So this is how we do the entire migration process in the
Okay.
staging table.